Hey guys, Spray and Pray here, and welcome back to Victoria 2. Today we're going to be starting a new campaign as Spain. Now, Spain is an interesting nation to play because a lot of times if you have played Victoria before, you'll notice that Spain kind of has some problems. They start off as a great power, which of course is a great advantage. However, they kind of squander that because for whatever reason, they have rebels, and they also are not as industrially inclined as, the other great powers in the area. So it's usually not that they're like so horrible. It's just that they start out okay, and they don't really improve as quickly as the other nations. So they quickly get surpassed by some of these smaller nations, like like Belgium and stuff that are like fill up the 11 and 10 spots. And so this becomes a really crowded great power area, and Spain is just usually not aggressive enough to fit for most of the game. Another one that's like this is the Ottomans. They're very similar nations, but Spain was one of these. It was the second most popular one to play after the CSA in the vote that we did. So I'm going to play this nation now. After this, we're going to do another vote because I don't want that old vote to dictate all of our future games forever, because that was a while ago. So I'll do this one, and then we'll have another vote. If we were going to go by the old one, though, it was Russia that was the most popular after Spain, just so you guys are aware. But we'll revote again. So the main point, though, of this series, literally the one thing that I want is to just do better than TDWAG did. And I don't care how I have to do that. I don't care if I have to go to Paradox. I have to fly to Sweden and get on my knees and pray and beg, please tell me the hacks. Please teach me to be better. I want to be better than TDWAG. That's the only thing that matters to me, really, is that we need to paint the map more yellow than TDWAG did. And I think Spain, honestly, from a player's point of view, is like... As long as it's not the AI controlling it, as long as it's just you, then I think you could pretty much win the game no matter what. And the reason being is because you have Philippines. You also have like some colonies here too, so your troops don't take too much naval attrition. But you can get your army to Philippines, right, and then just go invade China like immediately. Where some nations like the USA or Germany or Austria or Belgium even have a little bit more trouble getting to China without, all of their ships blowing up in the sea because they get all old and decrepit. But I think Spain actually is probably the most abusable nation, right behind the Britain or Japan or something, because of the way that they have those colonies right there. So it's going to be a really interesting game, guys. I hope you'll enjoy. And without any further ado, let's get started. We're going to adapt that history. All right. So we actually start out with rebels. Interesting. The Carlists. It looks like we outnumber them, so we should be okay. The only problem is we are going to lose money at the beginning here, it looks like. So we're going to have to, unfortunately, pay for our stuff at full. So let's see what we can do here. If we can get this to work, that'd be great. We're going to tax everybody the maximum. We're going to put tariffs 20%-ish. No, not negative 20. That's too low. About 20% is kind of the maximum you can get, really, without impacting your economy too much. But we want to have our army funded for right now. Alright, so we're going to send our dudes over here. We're going to just kill those guys quickly. We're going to go kill this army up here last because it's in the mountains, and that would suck. In the meantime, though, we're going to go and see if we can get maybe an alliance quickly, like with France or maybe Britain. Is there any of these great powers want to just give us an alliance right away? It doesn't look like it. I mean, France and the United Kingdom are really the only two that we kind of would look at right away. Looks like France has a pretty good relationship with us already, so... What was their negative? It was only 41, so we could probably get that increased and done easily. So I'll put my basket in France here for now. Alright, let's go do some... let's encourage some clergymen. We need to get that percentage up so we get some better research points. And as far as our first research goes, I think we're going to go and we have to grab... okay, so this doesn't unlock until for 4 years. So let's get railroad first, because we might as well. Our party does allow, I'm pretty sure, for... capitalists can do all that stuff. Good. Yeah, they can build they can build railways. So that's good. So they'll build our railways for us if we let them. So we'll develop that first because that's just going to improve our output everywhere. We're going to get all of our army up here. This navy, I don't really know how good it's going to be. What can we build? We need steamers, right? So what level is that? That would be right there. So we'll probably get that next. All right, but for now, let's go ahead and take care of these rebels. And the first day is begun. We're losing quite a bit of money. We have some saved up already in the bank, so we will readjust. Probably not going to be able to pay for our army for a little bit here. Right, let's get in there and help. But once we kill off these rebels, then we don't have to. Okay, excellent. And we're actually not doing half bad over here. Good, they moved out of the mountains. That's really good for us. Now we only have a -1 terrain penalty. Alright, and I'm just going to split this army in half, and we're going to have half of them go kill that, and half of them just unsiege here. And they shouldn't be taking attrition anymore, too bad. I mean, I'll split that in half again, just to make sure that that's as minimal as possible. Good, and they didn't get any sieges besides the one. Excellent. Let's see, we don't have any naval bases? No. Why is that? Alright, so I guess we need to save up some money for naval bases. We're taking quite a bit of debt already, but we can go ahead and just stop paying for our units altogether, and that should give us some money, hopefully. That's very, very interesting that it just literally gave us nothing. What are we paying so much for? Are you building units? No. Oh, it's our stupid navy, too. That's costing a bunch of money. Alright, well, we're going to try to get this budget balanced. We might as well actually disband this fleet, just because. We probably have a fleet over here as well. Yeah, I thought so. I was wondering, like, what the hell? Alright, we're going to disband this fleet as well, just because we're going to build new ships anyways. These are all old and shitty. I'm going to disband these infantry brigades because we don't need them just standing over there in Puerto Rico. We don't even have boats to take them anywhere, so it's not a big deal. I'm not planning on fighting anybody anytime soon, so we might as well just get rid of these colonial armies to try and save some money. And it looked like that was actually a pretty good idea. We're starting to make a little bit of money now, and the important thing is that we're actually able to fund all of this shit all the way too, which is very good. That's very nice. I like it. Alright. Okay, so we're off to a good start here. We got rid of our rebels. The militancy is low. I don't think we're gonna... It says we have rebel factions, some more Carlist rebels, but, you know, they're not ready to go yet. They don't have any brigades ready to mobilize. And we're gonna just move these guys back to the center. They can actually probably all stand in the center. Yeah, we probably can take that with no attrition. You know what, I'll just split up... I'll put them in half. How about that? Put one half here and one half over here. Alright, we should be able to repay our loans, which means we won't have to pay any interest anymore. Yeah, that was a whole pound we were paying. Alright, and then that also means we'll be able to save up enough money, hopefully, to actually build those naval bases, which is going to be excellent. Oh, that's annoying. So they took our port, those fuckers. Oh, so we do have a naval base in Galicia. Good. Alright, but we can at least start building some of these over here. Let's build that in the island there. I like that. I hope we didn't take a loan. Yeah, we took a loan, of course. It's sometimes the game, you know, you spike like that, especially since we decided to just spend all our money randomly. But the railroad's almost ready. That's awesome. Once we get that, that's going to be very good. All right, so we got railroad. Let me. You know what? I think I'm going to pull up the tech document. I will. If you want to see that, I will link it. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go do political thought now. So let's go grab ideological thought. Since that's the most important one. It'll give us another national focus as well, which will allow us to further increase clergymen. Yeah, we're only at 1% right now, so hopefully we can get that up. And as you can see, we've already fallen to 8th position just by, you know, disbanding some of our stupid navy. Obviously, we're going to try to not fall below, but, you know, if it's between falling below and losing all of our money, you know, that's a different thing. So, as far as we are here, let's take out our sphere of influence. Why is the United Kingdom... Alright, good. So, let's see here. Yeah, so we got Spanish Cuba, we have the Philippines, and we have a little bit of Africa right there. So that should be plenty, I hope, to get around here. We probably are going to want to take Sinai from Egypt. I think, as Spain, we probably have an opportunity to take over all of Africa, but we will see, of course. Alright. We're getting capped on diplomatic points, but the Russians already allied with France. And Spain is, or United Kingdom is already allied with Prussia. Well, this always happens to me. I never have a friend. I mean, I guess Austria, but honestly, Prussia... Well, Prussia's only allied to... Okay. So let's see how an alliance with Austria will go. I mean, why not? I mean, we probably don't really need allies with anybody, but if we're just going to be allies for the time being, that might be not too bad. Austria has the potential, you know, because sometimes they get beat up by France, and then they get beat up by Prussia, and England too. But sometimes Austria does really well. They get lucky. That French-Russian alliance is going to be pretty terrifying, though. For Austria, at least. So let's see, we have no projects yet, no factories yet. That's fine. That's pretty standard. We'll get there. Honestly, factories are probably going to be pretty bad right now because they're not efficient enough. It's better to just have the RGO. Speaking of RGO, let's take a look. Do we have any coal even? Wow, we have a lot of iron and 1 coal. 2 coal, 3 coal. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, obviously we're not UK over there, but we're pretty good. Pretty well off comparatively to the rest of the world. Let's keep on getting those increased relations. Hey, baby. Be my friend. Sure. We're gonna get the exploitation. Yeah, screw them. We're gonna exploit the shit out of you. Gives me all the money. Alright, we got 28k, so let's go ahead and start upgrading all these naval bases again. So yeah, we'll have one over here, why not? It doesn't look like they're upgrading our railroads. So we'll probably want to do that as well. So let's see. We're going to spend our money on the railroads, try not to take on too much debt. We're going to put railroad in our coal and iron places now that I'm paying attention. There's only the one place we can put it with coal, so because you know there's mountains, so you can only build a certain level. Wow, is that literally everything? That's all of the important stuff that we can build it on. So I guess we'll do the rest of it now too. We're gonna dig deeply and greedily, of course. There's one there. I'm very blind, people, so please don't freak too much. Alright. What about Morocco? Do you have any good RGO, Morocco? You do have gold there in Figwig. The other place that's really good is Johor. Because these things will turn into gold later on. So let's go ahead and just, since we're not doing anything at all right now, let's establish a protectorate on them. We're going to lose great power status. Okay, we can create a state over here though. Alright, let's go ahead and build some navy since we can now. Let's build some transports here and some transports in Europe as well. Alright, and then after Ideological Thought, we're going to go grab some prestige text, cause just in case we fall out of Great Power status. Also in Johor, we're going to start the fabrication. Well, how long does this think it's going to take? Looks like those ships are finishing pretty quickly. I'm going to put a rally point over here in Spain. We're going to put it right there. We should be able to afford ships, I think. Good. Okay. We also have a decision we can do, which will give us a bunch of money, a bunch of prestige, and relation... Oh, it looks like we jumped up too. But it will piss off those guys, and it'll make us more in favor of atheism. I don't see why this is a bad thing. So I'll do that. Let's take a look at these other decisions while we can. We have this guy here, which gives us more tax efficiency. So we need to have high militancy and high consciousness, and we get to get more tax efficiency. So that's going to obviously happen soon, so or someday, you know. Let's go ahead and encourage clergymen there as well. And as far as research goes, we're going to get romanticism just to have some early prestige to keep us in here as this as a great power. Right, I'm going to send our dudes down there just to be ready to go. Right. Yeah, so we'll float on over here, and then we'll take over Johor. So let's justify protectorating them, because that's going to turn into gold, like I was saying. The only thing that's unfortunate with Morocco is I believe that this is their capital. Oh no, Taza is a different thing. It's a different state, which we actually have pretty much unique access to because of the fact that we have this right here. So we might do that next, is attack Morocco. But we don't want to spend too much of our infamy because we want to save it, obviously, for not for China. We're going to get some jingoism. I love me some jingoism. It's going to be very interesting to see who wins this election. I think it's probably going to be the Conservatives again, so we don't really have too much to worry about and changing, obviously. So let's see how expensive it is to pay for the army. It's 100 buckaroons. Actually, it's only 70 buckaroons, so we can probably afford it for a little bit. Yeah, because we can now annex them, so... Alright. Alright, that's probably plenty of troops to just fight Johor. So let's get these boats over here and see if... I wonder if they'll even survive. Probably not. Oh, actually, see, like that. We actually have some really good supply range. Okay, that's fine. Let's go. Alright, it's going to take them a long time to float around over there. We did have the Conservative Party win, and we did actually become 7th in line, so that's good. We don't have to worry too bad. The Ottomans, as you can see, are just plummeting. And probably, if we have any more navy, we can... Yeah, okay, good. Gulf of the Congo, good. So they're getting around the bottom of Africa. Yeah. We saved that 40k on purpose. Don't care about Serbia. Let's see about Austria, though. Wow, Austria, you know, like, we're great powers, right? This is the only chance you have for an alliance. We fell back to 8th. So our total score is 86, and we're competing against... Okay, that's not too bad. We can stay above the Ottomans for now, probably. Alright, how's our navy doing? Ah, the first fleet is here, good. Is there a reason why they're not reinforcing as they're supposed to be? I mean, I'll let them marinate here for a little bit and... Wow. That army got really big, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and declare the war. I don't think Johor had any allies. Oh, they're allied with Acht. Who is where? I don't see. That's Siam. Okay, so they should finish this by the time they land. Yep. Alright, and then we'll just spread out. Right, we won the battle, obviously. And this is good, because we will get a bunch of gold from taking this place. Which will definitely tide us over while we're getting powerful enough to take over... And while this is going, let's go ahead and fabricate on... We didn't even get discovered, by the way, so we didn't take any infamy for that. So let's do domain concession against Morocco, because we're going to take the Taza, which is their inner side, which has gold already, so that'll be awesome. Let's split this in half and have these guys go half and half and help out on both of those sieges. Alright, they discovered us in Morocco. Alright, and we have them fully sieged, so they should peace out now. We're still at war with Acht, though, and I don't know even where they are. Oh, that's these guys. Okay, well, then I'll just go siege them, too. Do they have any good... They have a bunch of tea. So, is it worth, 10 infamy, though? I guess we'll see. Let's go select our next research, which is going to be idealism, because that's just unlocked recently. You want to these texts here in the philosophy are the most important texts ever. You need those as soon as possible. Same thing with medicine and stuff, but more importantly is the research points, because obviously it's kind of like a an exponential thing. The more research points you have, the more research points you have. You know, you can research those texts faster. So it's a waste of time if you do those like second. All right, so Johor or Acht, whatever. Is it worth 10 infamy right now? Probably. Just to have it done. And then we pretty much guarantee our passage to the China. So let's see here. See, look at that. 3 gold provinces. Holy crap. Alright, yeah. So we're definitely going to do all 3 of these. Getting ourselves a nice railroad. If we can. There's those 2, but whatever. But yeah, 3 gold provinces. Thank you very much. We're going to get ourselves some tea over here. Alright, and we're going to send these guys over to help. Those sieges go just a bit faster. But as you can see, we're kind of almost making money now. Even though we're paying for the troops, which we couldn't do at all before. Like, there was no way we'd be able to afford all these guys. Alright. So now we can piece these guys out. Alright, so we've annexed them as well. Did the RGO change over here at all? No, not really. Alright. Cool, so we'll save up some money now. We can go ahead and turn off the, well, let's just take these guys over and just have them go kill Morocco quickly before we stop paying for them. Oops. Oh, there's Austria with the alliance. They're like, oh wow, you guys are so powerful now. I guess we'll be your allies. You're welcome, Austria. They're probably gonna just get us killed though. So. Huh. That's weird. My keyboard shortcuts aren't working for the map modes, but whatever. We'll spare no effort trying to help them. We're going to be doing good now that we have these extra colonies over here. And we're still paying for the army, I might add. And we have another, some more transports. Denmark wants an alliance, certainly. Anyone who's going to help against Prussia, pretty much, who's probably going to want to be our ally, because they're going to be allies want to be allies with Austria also. All right, so as soon as we're done with idealism, we're going to grab medicine, because that's going to be a lot more helpful for our population, because I guess a lot of people are dying, which is why we're losing people. An alliance offer from Sweden, sure. Although we might want to get clean coal soon, but for right now I think medicine is the most critical because of our dwindling population. Okay, idealism. So now we should see that this goes pretty quick. Alright. And then after that, we're going to want to get that prestige. Thank you. I think we're going to start going for mechanization after railroad. So we'll do medicine and then railroad, and then mechanization. That's fine. So yeah, once medicine gets pooped out, that'll be great. Let's go ahead and declare war on... Ah, fuck. Oh well. I took too long because I'm an idiot. Anyways, that'll probably about do it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Spray and pray out.